I think I did it. Oh, here we go. There it is. Now we're in. Look at the clacker.
Okay.
And we are looking at show 55. Total.
55. Total shows. 55.
Total shows. We're here again. Put your phones on mute.
I think it's on mute.
A little late due to some difficulties again.
Yeah. Well, I was running late tonight too.
Well, you know, you had your
Well, it's chili day.
chili day.
I was making the big batch of chili. So,
What's the big batch of chili?
well, I get the Nesco out, the big roaster.
You didn't say that earlier.
Yeah.
So Nesco.
Yeah, well, the roaster. Nesco's the brand. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The big thing.
Yeah.
Cook the
You
turkey.
cook a fucking turkey.
Yeah. So I made like 3 gallons of chili today, and I was
That's enough.
I was portioning it for
And you didn't bring any.
No, well, I was portioning it for freezing and
Toads.
stuff like that.
What's up with that, man? What's up with that?
No sample jars to show
I
off.
was gonna bring some, but then I thought, like, what are we gonna sit here and eat chili on the thing?
Well,
Yes.
I guess we could have.
Yes.
I guess we could have.
Hold on, I'm not seeing the problem with any of this.
After.
So far,
So
during.
far, not a problem.
I eat during. I'd be like, hold on a second.
Where are the
hold on.
crackers?
Do you put crackers in your chili?
You know what? Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do the oyster cracker thing.
Well.
Sometimes no. Like okay, when I make my chili, I will put like I don't throw like the shredded cheddar, man. I like a good sharp cheddar.
Yeah.
I'll put it like on the plate, or I'll put it like in the corner of the bowl. I don't like put it in there and mix it all up because to me it's just you don't have to do that. You know
What? Just mix it all up in the bowl?
Yeah. To me, you
I get
just
it.
don't have to do that. Like I might eat some and put a couple crackers in for the next bite. So I'll throw a couple oyster crackers in there, move them around, let them,
I don't. You know what I like on top of chili? Corn chips.
Corn chips.
I like some tortilla chips.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
And then maybe a little cheese, but not always. Cheese, I think, sometimes messes up. You know what I do like on chili when I don't put corn chips in it? Swiss cheese. Swiss.
I can see that being delicious.
Kind of smoky.
Yeah.
Kind of
Like
sharp.
a baby Swiss or Swiss Swiss?
It's like a Swiss.
Swiss.
Yeah, kind of like a French onion soup, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, over the top. Slices.
I can see
over
that.
the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Melted or kind of stabbed
Well, you
at?
put them on because your chili's hot,
And
right?
let it happen.
You put it on before you serve,
What if you
and you
shred
just
it?
let it, and you just kind of let it.
What if you got a block and you're shredded it?
You could, I suppose, if you had a block of Swiss cheese, you could melt it. You could put it in, I always grate my own cheese though too, so
Yeah. No, you don't. No.
because I don't want the paper in there.
The cellulose.
See, that is a callback. Way back.
Way back to cellulose.
The cellulose powder.
So I challenge you to watch the show and tell us which one it's on.
Which episode we mentioned the cellulose powder in?
Yeah.
What about Yeah, so it's chili day. I had a little pork, a little beef, some green peppers. Had to go over to Raid Mom's survival store.
So green peppers.
I put green peppers in, yeah. And they give a nice aroma when they're stewing.
Aren't they like a
It's
little
pretty
on the tart side?
No, but you know what else? So
Maybe not tart, but like
I don't know.
green peppers are different from green bell peppers.
Yeah.
Are different from the yellow bell peppers versus the orange bell peppers versus the red bell.
Actually, that's just which one's riper.
They do taste different.
Yeah, but they're at different stages of ripeness.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
No, I thought they grew that way.
No.
Fuck you.
No, you pick it. No, it's the same pepper.
So if you left the yellow pepper on longer, it turns
Eventually,
orange.
Eventually, it's gonna be green. Yeah, because it's a bell pepper.
But it won't go bad.
No, I mean eventually it will. After it goes green, eventually it's gonna rot on the vine. Sure. Yeah,
Huh.
they're all bell peppers.
Huh. I've been trying to hold off on the first one.
The pretzels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what was I talking about?
Chili.
Yeah, I know we were talking about chili. Oh, you were talking about the bitterness.
Yeah.
Right? Okay,
The
so
green pepper.
So how do you cut the bitterness? And the bitterness comes
carrots
from
in
not
there.
only the peppers, but also from the tomato. Right?
Yeah, so you put carrots in there, sugar.
Which is actually a fruit.
So here's the
You
thing.
put a chocolate bar.
Here's the secret. Here's the secret.
Chocolate bar.
Here's the secret. Here's the secret. Honey.
Honey.
I shit you not.
I'm shit.
Honey.
Honey.
Not a lot of honey. Not so much honey that you can taste the honey.
Because that wouldn't be chili.
Because that would
That'd be
because it
dessert.
would taste funny. And I don't know how you make it.
Teaspoon.
My chili started
Per
from
pound or what?
I don't measure anything. You just kind of like, that looks about right, and then you stir and you let it cook for a little. You taste it,
God damn.
and we're like, yeah,
Is your
okay.
chili soupy or is it thick?
It's
or is
pretty thick. It's pretty thick. It's a meal. It's hearty.
See now,
How
if
long,
only
you let it
brought
simmer for a
some.
while?
What's that?
You let it simmer
Oh, you
for
gotta
a
let it simmer because you gotta let everything kind of.
So this is like an all day chili, not like a 20-minute
Yeah, this is all day chili.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
okay.
why I was running late. So, I don't know how you make your chili. Mine started with mom's, chili starter recipe, which is like it's like a V8 juice and a can of this and a can of that, and you just let it go. So, and that's pretty good. That's a good chili. She makes a good chili. Dad likes it. It lasts.
She doesn't chunk
It's
the
just
meat
right.
up enough.
Yeah. Well, that's, consistency is all about who's making it. But I took her chili, as I do with most people's recipes, and I started adding shit to it. Like, instead of ground beef, I'll cube up a roast.
Oh,
So it's
like a
roasted.
bolognese?
Yeah, like a bolognese.
I do that too.
Yeah. Or one year I tried to make it with pork. I put a pork, So I
Like
find
the whole shoulder?
Yeah.
You put the whole shoulder right in there.
Well, depending on the size of the
braise it
batch.
first?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Really quick. And then you let it finish cooking in the chili.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's an all day cook.
Yeah.
I can see that being good.
I find I used ground meat this year, so I used a ground beef and ground pork. You get a meat stick in your pocket. There you go. That's not the same one you had last week, is it?
No, it's not the same one from last week.
So I used ground beef and ground pork this year. But
That's funny shit.
yeah. But then and I do stuff like I put cumin in mine too.
Yeah, this the
Yeah.
yeah.
I find that it counteracts like the harder spices, the paprikas and chili powder and the spice. So when you
Paprika or smoked paprika?
smoked paprika, smoked paprika,
Okay.
and the fire hits really quick and then subsides. It doesn't hang around,
Right. That's a good.
and I think that's got something to do with cumin.
Really?
I think. I don't know. I know that it works. That the spices that I use, it works. So I get a nice. Then you freeze it, and freeze a couple gallons of it. Because chili's
And
always
you don't
better.
bring none here.
Chili's always better the second day.
Isn't that mad? That's just wrong.
What?
You-
That I
you
didn't bring the
bring
chili?
it?
I'm sorry, man.
And I'm not going to share my meat stick 2 weeks in a row.
I don't want none of your meat stick anyway.
We go do Bloody Marys every Sunday.
What about, how do you feel about people?
I want to talk about my Bloody Marys real quick.
Okay.
We go do this Bloody Mary thing every Sunday. And
Oh, yeah, the Bloody Mary thing.
we found
We'll be
this
back to the
place.
chili?
We can get back to the. I thought you were going on the subject.
No.
Oh, well,
I
then
was,
keep talking about the chili.
I was going to ask how you felt about people like. First off, I know it's like a sin against nature to break the spaghetti before you cook it. I never do that, but I see people put spaghetti into
No.
chili.
It's Cincinnati, Ohio or Cincinnati stuff. And
Cincinnati's in Ohio.
yeah, but it's either specifically based in
Called
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati style.
Well, it's Skyline Chili in Cincinnati.
Would that be considered a hot dish at that point?
Yeah. At what point are you now making a macaroni dish or a pasta dish?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, but there's a
I'm
thing called.
against it, by the way. Noodles and chili, gross.
Spaghetti and chili. See, he says noodles. Spaghetti. I mean,
Well, noodles would be like egg
Spaghetti.
noodles. Spaghetti, egg noodles or egg noodles. So
There you
what are you
go.
talking about here?
there you
Do
go.
that.
But although when you make spaghetti, you do use eggs.
Fair enough, but it's not an egg. But it's not,
It's
an,
not
it's not an egg noodle.
Yeah, gotcha.
So yeah, but yes, Ohio or Cincinnati had a thing called Skyline Chili.
And that's where the spaghetti in the chili comes from?
It's underneath, like you put like a spaghetti.
Oh, no, I'm
And
talking
then-
about people who actually, like, cook spaghetti in the chili.
No, because then wouldn't it break down after a while?
Well, I mean, it would if you overcooked it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to add it at the right time.
So why would you add it into your chili? Just
I don't know why. I
mix
don't
it
do
in mush.
it. I don't do
and
it.
then what do you do if you reheat it?
Well,
Then it's junk completely. I wouldn't put spaghetti.
I never put spaghetti in chili.
Sacrilege!
But I have seen it done. I do not agree with it. I believe it would be very easy to overcook the spaghetti.
Yeah, man.
Now I think the way you do it is you cook the spaghetti on the side, and then when you serve the chili, you mix it in. You just kind of, and that's in that way you don't overcook the spaghetti. I know what you're talking about.
But you still should only cook it al dente, no? Because you put it in with the hot chili, sits in the plate for a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
And now it's cooked.
You don't want it. You don't want it mush.
Right.
No, you want al dente. Yeah. That's how I cook. That's how I always cook spaghetti. Anyway, I want it just firm enough to where it's not sticking to your teeth, but not like where it's like
Yeah, sticking to the sandwich.
nursing home spaghetti. Or like it's like spaghetti meal.
Yeah, no.
So no.
Well, see, a week ago we had spaghetti. And, we had lasagna. And then a day after that turned into spaghetti. And after a week's time, when it becomes so unrecognizable, it's
becomes hot dish. Yeah.
I had spaghetti last night.
Did you?
Bridget made a pretty bitchin', I almost said muskety. Bridget made a pretty bitchin' spaghetti.
Well, when you make spaghetti in the Midwest, you can really call it whatever you want.
Well, she does a pretty good job.
Okay.
I'll hands down give it to her.
I mean, I'll admit that I put a little barbecue sauce in my spaghetti sauce.
Hell yeah.
It'll sweeten it up a little bit.
A little bit.
And
And again, the sugars in the spaghetti or in the barbecue sauce kind of cut the bitterness of the tomato.
yeah. No, well, we happen to use jar. It was like a fly to city of pants. Kind of just put a couple things together. Like we didn't get any sausage in it. It was just beef because we couldn't. The grocery store up here,
Yeah. No good sausage?
they had none. The place is a ghost town. Always out of this, always out of that. Can't get my teeth half the
What kind of
time.
sausage you put in there, generally?
A mile at a time.
Now let me ask you this: you buy it in links and then cut the membrane and
If I can only get it in links, yes. But if not, I'll go to the deli and I'll get a chunk of
get
it.
a pound
Yeah.
or so. Yeah.
And then I cook my sausage separate from
Well, you have to.
the beef, so it has its own flavor because the fat will take over and it'll all blend into one depending on what your grade of fat is on your beef. It'll taste more like sausage or the sausage will taste more like beef depending on what's going on.
Right. Well, you have to
Yes.
cook your meat separate. Well, you have to at least braise it quickly before you put it
I
in.
wasn't even we weren't doing a bowl, but I haven't made a bolognese in a long
Hey. Also, you must, if you buy it in links, you have to take it out of the casing. You can't. Like
No.
I've seen people like
Yeah,
cook the sausage and then they'll just slice it
and they'll throw
drop
it in the
in
sauce.
there.
Yeah. No.
That don't work.
It's I don't think it's faux pas. There's a place for it. I will give it that. But it's not bad. It's not bad. But I like my sauce my gravy. I like it a little heartier.
Gravy?
I like it a little heartier. So I don't want my gravy to look like a chili, but I like it a little bit more heartier than if I just had, slices of sausage willy-nilly thrown in there.
See, now I think if I was to actually have like Nonna Pia or an actual Italian grandma come sit at my table and have my spaghetti, I think she'd smack me upside the head because my spaghetti sauce is about as far from a nice tomato sauce as you might want to be because mine does come out really thick. I add a lot of shit to mine, and it does come out really thick. It's not a nice tomato sauce. It is more of a bolognese because I put the meat in, I put the some more veggies in. I add a little bit more garlic. I add some more onion to the point where it is like. So,
Got to cut it a little more.
yeah, but I like it the way I make it.
That's fair.
You know. Plus, you know, it's a very versatile sauce. I can put it on anything. Like I make up some rigatoni, and then I can throw it on there and bake it. So make a nice, you know, nice pasta bake. Parmesan on top. We got, you know, it makes it nice.
When you're baking it, you put Parmesan on top?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
on top.
Here's something. Nate, was that on the vine or was that after it got picked?
Somebody talking about peppers?
Peppers. Nate chimed in and says their jalapenos turned red after a while and ended up sweeter.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was after they were picked or.
So I might have it the wrong way. It might go from green. It might go from green to red.
But why?
Not red to
Why
green.
when I got a green pepper sitting upstairs?
Because it's been
Fucking thing
picked.
turns to shit.
Because you picked it. Because it's been picked.
Okay. All right. Huh.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
So-
I enjoy cooking, and I never knew that.
Yeah. Well, you know.
I do consider
I mean,
myself a. I consider myself a decent cook.
I like to cook too, and I like to throw things together. But as far as my knowledge of the culinary sciences, most of the time I'm guessing.
That's
You know.
Judd knows. Judd's a pretty good cook,
I've had Judd's food. He's a good cook.
and he knows the science of it.
You know, like I made this really killer barbecue rub once, but I only made this much of it. And I started with, you know, like sea salt. I'm going to take a little sea salt. Then I'm going to throw a little cumin in there. And then I'm going to throw a little bit of this in. I'm going to throw a little bit in there, throw a little bit in there. And it came out so nice. I used it at Thanksgiving when I did the roast at Thanksgiving. I used it.
Which roast? Which Thanksgiving? Because in case you don't know, on Thanksgiving we get down. We don't
All the way.
all the way down.
Yeah.
And we don't really do turkey.
No.
It's
Well, so like 1 year, because Thanksgiving's coming. Thanksgiving's right around the corner.
Yeah,
a couple weeks.
Yeah. Well, a little bit more than a couple of weeks, but
I think 1 year, because we always used to come over and do it at your place, and then that went away. Things happen. So Michelle and I sitting around one season before Thanksgiving, we're like, you know, I'm not the biggest turkey fan. Who says we have to have turkey? So that year was the first year that we didn't have turkey. We did steak and tail. Remember that one?
and I did the pork explosion.
Yeah, we did, and we had rock lobster.
Rock lobster! God, I wish I knew it.
So we had lobster tails, and we did lobster tails and strips, and then you did the pork explosion, and we had this like huge feast, and then that kind of started the like non-turkey Thanksgiving,
Right.
that we started doing at my place.
Right.
So every year, so like the next year, I think we did shrimp, and I think I did a tip roast. And that might have been what I used the rub on because I smoked the tip roast.
And my pork explosion recipe morphed and changed.
Yeah. So, but I made this really killer rub and it worked really well. And you go like, the heat was just in the right place, and I lost the recipe because I tried to write it down as I was making it, like 2 parts of this, 1 part that. I don't know where it went.
You gotta do weight.
See, but I was using teaspoon, and I was making a very small portion. So
You didn't try to redo it?
I've tried to redo it, and I've gotten close.
Have you gotten close because you're unsure, or have you maybe hit it and you don't know because you're
I could have
unsure?
hit it. I could have hit it because I basically remember what's in it. But it was a good, Anyway, I gotta bring something up. We didn't do celebrity deaths last time, and one recently. Let me see if I can drag this over.
Oh, yeah, man, I heard about that.
Let me see if I can drag this.
Oh
over.
no.
Yeah, man.
Is it gonna be one of those? Who is it?
Let's see if I can drag it over here. Wait, I have to go
There it is.
Yes.
Now blow it up. Hit the big thing. Holy man. from.
Oh no.
Burt Young.
Yeah, no, I know
Passed.
Polly.
Burt Young was his stage name. I forget what his
Real name was?
his real name was, but when he was a Marine, he was a boxer. I didn't know that.
I can believe it.
Really?
Yeah, as a young man in the Marines, and I can't for the life of me remember his real name. Burt Young is his stage name, but as a Marine, he was a boxer.
Huh.
He was a stud. So yeah, Uncle Paulie
Yeah, man.
is no longer with us. Burt Young. So
Wow.
to Burt Young.
Wow.
Bring this back down here. That's not it.
Yeah, that's what happens.
You got no weird shit up there we got to worry about, do you?
It's over here. So yes, Burt Young, the veteran character actor, best known and Oscar nominated for his role as Rocky Balboa's best friend Paulie in the Rocky films, has died aged 83. Young passed away on October 8th in Los Angeles. His daughter Anne Marie Stein, I'm not going to butcher that one. Told New York Times, yeah, so Burt Young. Died at 83. So there you go.
Was he ever in anything else?
Burt Young?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a lot of movies.
Did he?
Yeah. He did a lot of TV in his later years too.
Supporting actor or lead spot?
I don't remember him being a lead. Let me see if I can pull up his filmography here.
Oh.
Because I know the guy's been around a while.
Well, while Sid's doing that, I'm gonna pay the bills here real quick.
Go ahead.
Don't got any with us, but what I want you to do, what we, the three of us, want you to do, go to whitewinter.com. As I got food in my mouth, go to whitewinter.com. Order yourself some mead. We loves the mead. We made our own mead, pretty damn good,
Then we drank it all.
but we drank it all.
We got one bottle. We're saving it for
For something,
special gift.
something. It might be New Year's, might be Christmas, might be 4 years from now. Who knows? Can you save me? It's in my fridge right now.
It's not going to go bad.
We put it in the fridge because I thought we were going to tap it last week.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid to take it out. I don't want it to skunk. Is that a thing with me?
I don't think
Can
it's
it
going to skunk. I think
We'll have to call our good friends, Kim and John.
I mean, it's wine, so as long as it's stored, you know.
Well, it's airtight,
Dark, cool.
but it's been chilled.
Dark and cool. I would leave it in the sun, but
No, but it's been chilled.
it's been
It
chilled.
went from room temp in the dark.
Yeah, I don't think
to
that's
chilled
a thing
in the
for,
fridge.
I don't think that's a thing for wines.
No?
No. So, Burt Young.
Oh, wait, I didn't get done paying the
I'm
bills.
sorry. Go ahead. Yes. Well, I'm
So
glad
anyway,
we're
we
here.
got to call our good friends Kim and John to find out. I want confirmation.
Very
on
good
that.
friends.
Our very good friends, Kim and John at White Winter Winery. Go on the website, whitewinter.com, make an order. Promo code, put in at the end of your order, promo code, feed the dog, one word, and get 15% off.
15.
15. And go for the mead, man. Their quenchers are fantastic.
The quench is, session mead.
Yeah.
Session
yeah,
mead.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Very good.
Good stuff.
Yeah. And
So-
cool people. I mean, we say that every time.
We do,
But they're
because
cool people.
they are.
And that's not just about paying the bills. On the
No.
list, as you go through life, as we have now for
53 years.
50, almost 50 years now, you meet people along the way. And some people just kind of come and go. They kind of come in and out of your life. Other people you meet, and they kind of stick.
Resonate.
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 Well, they make the list.
I think they resonate.
They make the list of cool people that you've met throughout your life. And
Kim and John are them.
Totally cool people.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool people.
Yeah. So check it out. Whitewinter.com. Make an order. 15% off when you use promo code Feed the Dog.
So,
How'd I do with that? How'd you like that?
pretty good.
Feed the Dog.
Feed the dog. So, Burt Young,
Burt Young, back to him.
what made me think of it actually was day before yesterday, which was Friday. So it would have been, it would have been Thursday.
day before the day
Convoy
before.
was on.
He was in Convoy?
He was in Convoy. Pigpen.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Supporting actor, though.
Sporting actor, yeah. So, of course, aside from the Rocky movies, Back to School,
Filmed right here in Madison.
yeah. right here in Madison.
You're
At
UW
At
itself.
the Natatorium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a Millen.
Convoy, obviously. Mickey Blue Eyes. Amityville 2, which I didn't see, but Amityville 2. So we're in there.
We talked about that last week.
Once Upon a Time in America. Forgot about Once Upon a Time in America. He didn't do a lot of mobster movies. You know that? I mean, you would think.
But he always played that guy, that mumble.
Yeah,
I'll break
but you
you
would
too
think,
kind of guy.
And he did. I think he's somewhere down the road in TV or somewhere. He must have played some kind of crime boss, but that wasn't like his shtick. You know, he wasn't like the go-to mobster guy. But Burt Young, there you go.
Huh.
So,
You know who surprises me that's a go-to gangster guy?
who's that?
And he was in, I think he was in Goodfellas. He was definitely in The Sopranos. The guitar player to Bruce Springsteen. Forget his name now. It escapes me. Uh-oh.
What happened?
Our flag just fell.
Okay.
Burn it.
No.
No, I just.
Settle down there,
tape is
Ben.
on there. It's not. Let me grab this bottle so it doesn't pull that down.
Tourette's is coming on again.
As long as it doesn't land on the lava lamp while it's hot, I think we're okay.
That'll be good. We could see it.
Bruce Springsteen's guitar player.
Yeah, forget his name, man.
I don't know. Turns up as a mob character.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Really?
He's a Van Zant.
Really?
Yeah, check it out. Yeah, right?
All right.
Check it out. I don't know his name. It's
Let's start with Bruce Springsteen's guitar player. How about that?
No. Soul Patch. But he plays good mobster.
yeah.
He totally
Or
looks.
cast
got the
of
look.
Sopranos. Yeah, he's got his head down. He's kind of talks kind of like this. My favorite guy from Sopranos was Paulie Walnuts, man. He was my favorite guy. Van Zant, you got it?
Steven Van Zandt?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew
Yeah.
he was in The Sopranos.
Oh, I didn't watch The Sopranos.
Blasphemous.
Yeah.
That's him.
All right.
He was an ugly prick, too.
Well, most of those character actors are.
Yeah.
I can't do coffee cake.
Speaking of coffee cake, you know what I acquired this week?
What's that?
I started talking that I've been looking at like different ways of making coffee because my Black & Decker coffee maker
Yeah.
sucks.
Well, they do say that. Sorry, my foot's stuck. They do say, and I'm talking about coffee snobs now.
Coffee
that-
makers suck.
That the drip coffee maker is actually the worst way to make coffee.
Fair enough. I've been living it.
Me too. I mean, everybody's got the drip machine in the kitchen.
It's convenient.
Yeah,
You know, and
absolutely.
everybody ranting and raves about the Keurig. I don't like Keurigs at all.
I'm not a big fan either. It's
I
just
think they
constant.
suck.
It's
And they
like
leave the
coffee
sludge in the
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, man. It's
No,
junk. So anyway,
concentrate.
I've been talking about this. I'm thinking about getting like a stovetop percolator. Is it percolator or percolator?
I believe it is percolator.
I know it is a percolator. Percolator.
I don't want to spit on you.
I appreciate that.
I believe it is percolator.
Well, I started shooting off my mouth, but I'm looking at getting this. I'm looking at doing that. Bridget Stad
Brought you a percolator?
brought me a percolator, and there's a learning curve.
Yeah, because you can easily burn it in a percolator too.
Yeah, I don't know how long to keep it plugged in for. So it makes the coffee a little bit quicker than.
So it's not a stovetop percolator;
No.
it's a plug-it-in percolator.
Yeah. Well, stovetop with the glass at the top.
Yeah, well, that's how you know
You
it's
let it.
percolating.
You let it go till it's the color
Like
that
the
you
old
want.
Folgers commercial.
Yeah. Well, you let that go till it's the color that you want.
Oh,
That's what I was
that
told.
makes sense.
And it's average about 7 minutes for an average cup of coffee.
Sure.
This one you plug it in. When the light turns red, it's done. I've had 2 cups out of it. The first day I made it, I had 1 cup and it sucked. didn't have enough coffee in it.
Oh.
So the
Water coffee mix was
different than what I had. So
you put your coffee in as though you were making coffee in your drip machine.
Correct.
And what you needed was more coffee because you were percolating it.
Correct.
Percolating. Somebody, I don't know. Somebody chime in and clear us up on that. Spell it phonetically. Percolate.
I think it's percolate.
I think there is a U in there.
Perculator.
Percolate.
So anyway, the first day I made it, it was short in coffee and it sucked. It tasted like the worst. I'm not a fan of Quick Trip coffee either.
No, Karuba stuff.
No. So it was weaker than that. So I'm like,
I'll say this about that. I worked at a Quick Trip, and
you guys double brew your coffee.
Well, no, it just
it's a concentrate, isn't it?
You know, we're supposed to switch it when we're supposed, and we don't. Because we get paid so little an hour, and really, it's my last.
When did you work at a Quick Trip?
Oh, actually, I worked at a Kelly's Mobile.
Oh, yeah. Which eventually became Quick Trip. Because I worked at a Quick Trip as well. Way back when. I was like 17.
Yeah. Well, at Kelly's, we did not care.
But that wasn't a Quick Trip yet, so that wasn't really Quick Trip coffee.
Yeah, it was a Kelly's, and we were also in the ghetto.
Yeah, it's Kelly's Market.
So anyway.
In the ghetto.
So this morning, this morning, I go to make coffee in it again because yesterday was the first day. I didn't want to make it during the work week. Didn't know what it entailed, and I didn't want to, mess up my, my routine. So I kept making with the coffee maker.
Right.
Waiting for the weekend. So yesterday, this morning I made my second attempt. So my second attempt got hampered because when I was putting everything together, because you got that stem. And then the thing goes on top of that, and then you got a cap that goes on top of that, and then the cap to the pot.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have it up high enough. And when I was loading it bringing it over to the pot to drop it in, the stem hit the pot. And with my...
Tragedy ensued.
Oh my God, dude. It was a disaster. So wait, it gets better. So I clean up the mess. And I make my attempt at making my second pot. And I'm adding more coffee to it. I added 2 more scoops because it was a little bit strong. I could fix that because I like cream and sugar. But if it still wasn't strong enough, I would have been pissed. So I made it extra strong. So, second attempt this morning. After this morning knocking it all over the place.
Right.
Then I go to the second attempt this morning, and I get through with making it. Right.
Did you nail it?
I grabbed my coffee cup out of the drain board because I had to clean everything because coffee was everywhere.
Yeah.
I take my coffee mug out of my drain board. Guess what's underneath it?
I shudder to think.
The lid. Not to the pot, but to the grinds. So
you're missing a piece.
So the whole pot had coffee grinds in it. There was very little left in.
So you're like making cowboy coffee.
Oh my God. So I was super pissed. And instead of trying to salvage it, I opted to just throw the whole process. And I was pissed. I was pissed.
You could have saved it.
I thought afterwards, hindsight, when I namaste, I could have poured it over one of them strainers.
No, you take your cowboy coffee. I don't know if you ever made it cowboy style.
No, but I know what it is.
You got your pot.
Right, just store the coffee.
Store the coffee in. You gotta get your water boiling, your coffee in. Now, after your coffee's boiled, you add cold water.
And it makes it sink?
All the grounds will sink to the bottom of the pot. And then you pour off the coffee with no grounds in it.
How much cold water?
It doesn't take much. So if you're making a pot, you're going to want to pour like a cup.
But it cools the coffee down too.
No. Because your coffee's boiling.
But also
your water's boiling.
It also, okay. But then it's a plan. So, if I was to add that much more water to that much existing coffee, even a quarter of it, it would have diluted it.
Yeah, probably a little. But
Because when you make cowboy coffee,
this is pretty strong.
you would add less water, so when you add the other cold water, it equals out.
There you go. Yeah.
So it would
I'm
have
just
fucked it
saying,
all up.
probably could have saved it.
So I trashed
But
it.
I mean, you're putting cold when you put your cream in. Are you using cream or are you using powder stuff?
That stuff's flammable. No, I use regular. I use thick.
Real cream?
Yeah,
half and half?
Yeah.
Yeah,
50-50.
I how to use it. Fucking powdered shit. No.
No.
It's got to be, I use half and half and sugar.
But I'll
you ever
be
put
honest.
butter in your coffee?
No. You talked about that before.
You gotta try butter in the
talked
coffee,
about that
man.
before.
You gotta try butter in the coffee.
You've talked about that before.
It's
yeah.
not something you throw in your, like, walking out the door cup, but if on
Cream
Sunday morning...
and butter, sugar and butter?
Yeah,
Which one? Or both?
both, all three. Now, I'll say this. I have drank it black with just butter and a little bit of sugar. And it's good. But, I started adding butter to coffee because one day I was out of half and half and sugar. But you know what I did have? Butter sauce. Dude.
Is that like butter sausage?
You've never had butter? I've never made butter sauce for you?
No, you've made it. I just don't.
Oh. Tim, do you drink coffee in the morning?
Occasionally.
If you ever have butter sauce, is that me?
No, it's me.
Okay. If you ever have butter sauce is basically 3 ingredients. Heavy
Butter,
cream,
sauce.
butter, heavy cream, butter, and sugar.
What kind of
Basically.
sugar?
What?
What kind of sugar? That's important.
Well, yeah, okay. So you want to use, when I make it,
It's the best way to do it.
yeah, when I make it, I use confectioner sugar or powdered
Confectioners
sugar.
or
Yeah,
confectioner?
don't use the big words.
No, it's
Confectioners or confectioners?
Powdered
confectioner sugar. No, powdered sugar is a little different. But anyway,
It's powdered.
it's powdered sugar.
Could be
So no, because you can also use what is it called? It's really, really finely ground, fine grained sugar that you would use for making like old fashions and shit like that.
Well, use a cube when you make old fashions, man.
Yeah, you can.
You
But
mix
anyway,
shit right up.
I don't use of course granulated sugar because the sugar melts and you want to keep it in suspension. Blah 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 blah. Blah. There's a whole thing about. I could do a whole show just on butter sauce. But anyway, basically 3 ingredients, and I won't go into how butter sauce is made. That's a secret. I can't share with you because it's a closely guarded secret.
Calgon.
And a little tiny bit of vanilla in the butter sauce. But I was out of half and half. I was out of sugar.
So you went through everything to make this butter sauce.
But, well, no, because I don't use half and half for butter sauce. I use heavy cream.
But you went through this whole process to make butter sauce.
Because I had made it the previous morning.
After you found out you had no...
I had made it the previous morning.
Oh, you had it
yeah,
already.
I had it already. But I was like, well, I mean, it's got sugar in it. It's got cream in it. What the hell?
Got
Pour it in
butter
there. God damn, it was so good.
Heavenly.
It was the perfect Sunday morning cup of coffee.
Clouds parted.
It was the perfect Sunday morning cup of coffee. So if you have the occasion, maybe this coming Sunday, when you're actually not to go cup, grab it and run. If you're gonna sit and drink a cup of coffee, put a pat of butter in it. Put your cream and sugar in. Throw a pat of butter in there. Mix it up.
How big of a pat? Like
a pad, like a restaurant pad. If you're making 1 cup, 1 mug of coffee, throw like a restaurant pad size of butter in there. Mix it up.
Is it pat or pad?
I think it might be pat. It might be pat of butter. Is it a pat of butter or a pat of butter?
Well,
Because you're not patting anything.
But you're not patting it either.
No, but pat, P-A-T, not pat. Not pat.
Pat like the redheaded kid?
I guess. Could be true. I don't know. But
It's like Frankie.
try a little. I was gonna pour that more, but this is good stuff. Remember that?
Yeah.
The High West.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
That's Nathan brought us that. Remember?
Yes. Huh.
Try it.
I will.
1 cup.
I
Just try
will.
1 cup. It's like it gives you coffee like this
Like this murk?
No. It's like a woody kind of.
How come it would be woody when it's butter?
It's just the flavor. I'm trying to describe the flavor.
I don't think woody would be a good description.
It will. Once you try it, you'll agree with me.
All right. Well, because I do have that powdered cream shit.
Yeah, coffee mate.
Cremora.
Is
that what it is?
Mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whitener.
Coffee mate.
whitener.
Coffee mate.
Coffee
I
mate.
do have that.
Coffee mate.
I do have that. I do have that for when I run out of 50-50.
I don't like that stuff.
I don't like it at all.
There's a lot of crap in there.
It's junk and it's flammable.
It is flammable, which is kind of cool. Yeah. But talcum powder is flammable too, in the right particulate
Atmosphere.
Yeah.
Just corn.
Corn.
Flour.
Yeah. Just about any powdered material. That's when silos explode. Remember, and there was like this whole big rash of silos exploding.
Five years ago, there was a pretty bad thing that happened. It killed a few guys, man, and they brought it up a couple of weeks ago again. Some things are going on, man. So anyway, how's the haunt going?
Well, the haunt is going swimmingly. Every year we break the previous year's record, attendance-wise, which is what you want. A little water and a whiskey.
It brings the oaky flavors out.
Well, what it does is it actually brings down the alcohol content, because where you want perfectly is like 35%. Beyond that,
wine coolers are great.
haunt, yeah. So every year,
Wrecking Ball.
what?
Is that Wrecking
It
Ball?
is Wrecking Ball.
How about that band?
How about that band? Every year we break last year's record. So now we're in year 5 and breaking year 4 records. You know, I don't really pay attention to like a lot of haunters will try to like compare themselves to other haunts in the region as far as competition. Well, as far as competition, that kind of thing. Because I mean, there are other haunts within like 50 miles of Terror at Tyrol. Terror at Tyrol. And not to say that we don't pay attention to those haunts, or even sometimes look at what those.
Do you go to other
what,
haunts to see what they're doing?
well, we don't have time to. That's
How do you evolve?
Well, what do you mean? How do we evolve?
How do you change? How do you get bigger and better? This guy's doing this.
We don't. I don't. We don't look at that. We don't look at like this guy's doing this, so we have to do this only better. That's not how I approach it. That's not how we approach it.
Okay.
We look at what we've done, and then say, "This is really good, but how can we do this a little better?"
Okay.
I've never really thought about us as competing with other haunts. Because, you know, you go to conventions and you go to, you know, things like that where you meet other haunters, and that stuff kind of goes away.
What do you mean goes away?
Well, the competition part of it kind of goes away.
Oh, okay.
And you can just be with, you know, sit and talk shop with other haunters. Hey, have you seen what Gore Galore has come out with this year? Oh yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool. We bought stuff from them before and did this, and you know, hey, is your stuff outside, inside? So I don't really see ourselves as competing, because we're kind of in a unique spot. You know, how many haunts do you know that use a ski lift? Right? You know, because we're a Tyrol Basin. So we have ski lifts. How many haunts do you know have ski lifts? So how are we going to compare ourselves to other haunts when we use a ski lift?
You have to run a ski lift.
A lot of haunts are done on like family farms, that kind of thing. Then they'll have a corn maze. Corn mazes are cool. I love a good corn maze. Well, we're in a ski hill.
You have a ski maze?
We don't have corn. We don't have corn. How are we going to do corn maze at a ski hill? But what we do have is very unique terrain. You know? So we're using a ski lift.
That's
And then
even
you-
scared the shit out of me.
There you go. We get people first. There are people who come to Terra
I like
Tyrol.
it.
There's people who come to Terra Tyrol who never make it off the ski lift.
Really?
They'll take the ski lift to the top and then ride it back down
Nope. Walk 'em.
because the ski lift is enough. I don't know. It just is what it is. But we have a very unique area, so we're able to. While we may not always be the most high tech of like as compared to like an indoor haunt where somebody like took over an office building or
And
space
electricity
like
and
that.
things like that
Yeah.
are really available.
We have other opportunities to provide different things because of the terrain that we're utilizing. You know? So it's tougher for us to compare ourselves to other haunts, how the other haunts are doing.
Roll my babies.
And we hear that, you know, I hear that from customers too. When I talk to customers coming out the other side, they're like, wow, that was really cool. I mean, I went here, I went there, but this was, and they were really cool too. Haunting is a, you know, it's, if you don't dig what you're doing, don't do it.
Don't do it.
If you're not 100% into haunting, don't do it because it will make you insane. But we're able to provide things that other places aren't because of what we're working on. Are you going to give me that stick or are you going to split it with me?
You want it?
How long has it been in your pocket?
This is about 1 o'clock today.
Has it been wrapped in this napkin the whole time?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's split it with you.
All right, let's do it.
Wait, what?
You want a piece?
Do you want a piece?
A little bit. I love you guys.
I can't break it. There we go. How is it?
Is that a Zuber?
I don't know.
You want a gummy bear?
It's in the Bloody Mary bar.
Oh, warm. I'm gonna be in my pocket all
Been in
day.
my pocket all day.
It ain't so bad.
Yeah, it was a good meat stick.
Had a good beef stick.
So the haunt is doing very well. We're breaking our own records. I don't know if we're breaking other people's records, but honestly, I don't care if we're breaking other people's records. I don't compare us to other places.
Fair enough.
You know, if you spend all your time trying to keep up with the Joneses, so all we can do and all we should do is provide the best haunt experience that we can for our customers. What do you got there? A little rye chip and meat snack.
Open face Gardetto sandwich.
How very chic. And I've worked at other haunts. Nathan's worked at other haunts. We've come from other places. We've experienced other things. We've seen the biggest and the best and the most high tech, and they're very, very cool. There's a place in Illinois called Hell's Gate. My God. That place is fucking awesome. If you're in Northern Illinois and have the opportunity to go to Hell's Gate, go to fucking Hell's Gate. That place is insane.
How long of a walk is it?
At Hell's Gate?
Yeah.
Let's see if I remember last time I went through. If I remember it, it's about
Took you 3 days to get there.
about 25, 30 minutes. From here, it's like a 3.5 hour drive. From
Okay.
Here. But that whole place, a lot of times haunts are built in other locations. So like, hey, we have this office building, so we can use these office rooms, and we can use this, and we can use that. So you adapt your haunt to fit the space, right?
So an office building would be like zombies and shit. It wouldn't be
Well,
like.
not necessarily, but you have to make your haunt fit that space, right? Hell's Gate, they built the space to fit the haunt, right? So one of the things that you'll find there is if you're a fan of haunting, if you're a fan of haunts, if you go and frequent haunts, you'll know about a moving floor. The elevator gag is a very good example. It's done with airbags and bladders where you step into a small confined space and the elevator door closes, and through a little bit of moving air with the right fans and the right airbags, you simulate an elevator ride, right? But it's a very small space, 6x6, 8x8, elevator size. Because Hell's Gate was able to build the space to fit the haunt, they'll move 40 people into a room, and the whole floor moves. The whole floor shifts, right? Insane. Again, another great gag is the bungee actor. So what it is a frame with a harness and some bungee cords. I mean, I could draw it out, whatever. But so what'll happen is you'll have an actor on this thing, and they'll jump down, and because they're on a bungee cord, basically, they'll jump down and go ha, and then fly back up into nowhere. You won't even really know that they were there, except for the fact that they just scared the hell out of you. So once again, because Hell's Gate is able to build.
Is it an office building?
No, they built a building to house the haunt. So instead of building the haunt from the outside in, they built it from the inside out. So they have actors on pulleys moving back and forth across the ceiling because the space was built to house the haunt, not the haunt was built to fit the space. And that's kind of how we approach things at Terror at Tyrol, right? So we're able to build the spaces out to fit the gags and the haunts that we want to see. Because we have such a unique area to work in. So we can walk through the area and go, this looks like a slaughter camp. This is your classic 80s slaughter camp. We have this great section of woods down the back of the hill. So we can build structures and scenes the way we want. We don't have to make the haunt fit the space. We can build the space to fit the haunt. So so for us to try and compare ourselves to other places, it's apples and oranges.
Understand.
I want some more beef stick.
That's pretty good beef stick to sit in my pocket.
We'll have to wait till next Sunday when he comes back from the
Bloody Mary
bar. I could go for a Bloody Mary.
Dude.
Now I could totally go for a Bloody Mary.
Dude, we found a couple places that have. Bridget makes amazing Bloody Marys.
Why are they amazing?
Just what she uses. She'll put in some Wash Your Sister. She'll put in some A1. I like a good pickled asparagus.
I do like pickled asparagus.
Yeah, man. So we find these places that have
A1 in a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, man. She'll put some A1 in there.
Oh yeah.
And it's not, and I'm not a.
I would try it. I would totally try it. I'm not going to poo-poo it. I'm not going to poo-poo it, but I would try it.
Worcestershire, I call it Wash Your Sister.
Worcestershire,
whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Worcestershire.
Wash Your Sister.
Wash Your Sister.
W sauce.
Yeah.
Okay, so she'll put some of that. Anyway, we find these places that have these bars.
Next week I want some Bridget Bloody Marys. Next week, I want a picture of Bridget Bloody Marys. I'm just saying, I love a good Bloody Mary.
All right.
And I know it's generally a pre-noon beverage.
The brunch stand.
That way you can trick yourself into thinking, kind of tell yourself, no, I'm not drinking. It's a Bloody Mary. It's breakfast. It's tomatoes breakfast. And there's vegetables and shit in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went down to this place in Milwaukee where you get like hamburgers and shit.
Did they put a hamburger in the Bloody Mary?
Yeah, man. On it. This place that put
I'm not into that.
No.
Let me finish. Let me hold on.
Okay,
Slow
go
down,
ahead.
slow
I'm
down.
sorry. Go ahead.
No.
This place that I put a whole chicken on there.
I know, and
That's
that's
wrong.
silly.
Agreed. I like
I wouldn't mind it on the side.
couple veggies, maybe a couple cheese sticks, a couple cheese cubes, whatever.
I don't even go that far.
No, I like that stuff. I like it.
All right.
But what's most important is a good Bloody Mary. So
Yeah.
we go to places where they give you a Bloody Mary, and you drink their made behind the bar Bloody Mary. And some places have their own mix. Some places just use Zing Zing or Jimmy Loves or whatever the case
mix.
may be. Yeah. Mr.
whatever
T's,
mix.
Mrs. T's, Mr. T's, whatever.
Remember that?
Not beautiful.
Bloody Mary.
So, but we found a couple places that have like a bar where they'll come to you and just give you just a little bit of vodka in the bottom of a glass with some ice, and then you go up to the bar and you.
Here, you do it.
That's now I think
It's cool.
That's a gimmick thing.
Yeah, like Walmart.
Yeah, that's a gimmick thing.
That's all right.
I would rather have the bartender.
If I'm having
I tell you.
I'm already kind of giving up on the day.
Some people like them
wanna
more.
make a drink
Some
now.
people like them more spicy. Some people like them. Look, man.
Well, then you tell that to your bartender.
It's a
good one.
buffet, and you get what you want. You do what you want. You got 5 different mixes. You
I'm
got
not
this, you got
tipping for
that.
this drink.
Right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Good for you.
I gotta make it. I'm not tipping you for it.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you get an employee discount when you go to Walmart?
If you work at Walmart,
Not when you check yourself out?
I don't know. Sometimes when I check out at Walmart, everything is an apple. You know what I like in a Bloody Mary? I'm very simple. The Bloody Mary itself has to be good first.
Yes.
Couple olives, a pickle, maybe some asparagus. I'm good. That's
Fair.
it. That's all I need.
Fair.
Simple.
Little
Elegant.
lemon squeeze on top, maybe.
Oh, nice.
Lemon squeeze on
That's
top is good.
all I need for a Bloody Mary.
That's
You
good.
start putting fucking meat sticks and
Roasted
roasted
chicken.
chicken
What do you think
and
the fucking
shit.
what do you think is in my pocket?
I like the meat stick.
What do
I
you
didn't
think
like the
what
meat
do you
stick in
think-
there.
What do you think the meat stick was in my pocket? I didn't put it in the Bloody. Well, I did put it in the Bloody Mary, and I dried it off. And
I don't even like the meat stick in there.
I like the meat stick.
That's fair. I
it's a
like
gimmick.
I like a couple pickled vegetables.
Yeah. Olives and a pickle. I agree with that.
You know, like this place
Pickles
has
good.
this place has big skewers. Bridge will throw a hard-boiled egg on there for me.
No!
Yeah, man, like give me a little hard-boiled egg.
Yeah,
You know, I can see that.
Yeah, man.
Is it a pickled egg or is it a hard-boiled egg?
Hard-boiled.
No.
I think a pickled egg would be good.
Pickled egg
And
would
even a
not be
pickled-
bad.
No, it's even
would
worse
not be a
now.
bad thing.
Pickled egg would not be a bad idea.
No.
Not at all. Not at all. I think, like at the bar, you got like 4 different kinds of pickles.
I'm thinking next week you call Bridget, tell her we need a pitcher of Bloody Marys.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
I'll see what
I don't know if we make a chair for her. I don't think we go that far, but pitcher of Bloody Marys.
I'll see what I can do.
We'll get some Bloody Mary going in here because I love a good Bloody Mary. I'm curious about the A1.
The A1, man.
I mean, I know the A1 like hits back here, but I think you could achieve
But
that.
she don't make them spicy. Like I don't like my Bloody Mary spicy.
Oh, see, I like the fire. I want to feel it right here. I'm
They're
like,
zesty.
woo!
They're zesty. They're robust.
Yeah, I'm with Sid on.
Well,
I want to feel the
And
fire.
then I'll tell you what. Bring your own bottle of some kind of. Bring your own jar. You know, she'll probably make them hot for you.
I like a little fire in
I
mine.
like
won't
it
drink
both
them.
ways, but if I have to choose, I like
She'll
a
put some
little
horseradish
Because
in there for
when you get the little fire, then you take a bite of your pickle.
Oh,
Vinegar kills it. That's the way you do it.
God, my mouth is watering right now.
I think we should go get some Bloody Marys. I think, you know what I think we should do? Because we've been going now more than an hour.
Have we really?
Yeah, we're at
Wow. We're talking about
an
food,
hour.
man. Food and haunts. Those are
food and drinks. That's where we're at.
good stuff, man.
So I think maybe we wrap it up, then we go get some Bloody Marys.
You want to get a Bloody Mary?
Yeah, let's get some Bloody Mary. I mean, I've had a couple of glasses of whiskey blend.
Dad jokes or shut it down now?
Let's do some dad jokes.
Roman's note.
Can't
I got
lose
one right
that.
here. I'm gonna take this one.
Look at that. It's like fate, like it popped out there. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go first. You got one popped out.
I'm gonna go first. What do you call cheese that's not yours?
I'm not even going to say it, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
Nacho cheese.
What was the little girl's name across the street? The little girl's name across the street. Good night, whatever.
Oh, good night. Oh, yeah.
All right, so here we go. Why did the physics teacher not get along with the biology teacher?
I don't know why.
This is actually pretty good. It's clever. There was no chemistry.
Oh.
He sucked tonight, dude.
No, that was a good one.
Hey, no, it wasn't. Okay, why is Corn such a good listener?
Why is corn?
Such a good listener.
Go ahead. It's gonna be an ear joke, but go ahead. Go ahead.
It's got big ears?
Because it's all ears.
This is all ears.
Oh.
All right.
Last shitty one of the night.
All right. Why can't you give Elsa a balloon?
She'll let it go. Let it go.
Because she'll let it go.
I don't get it.
Let it go. Let it go.
I can't take it
See,
anymore.
now, he doesn't get it.
Here's where I stand.
Wait. Here I stand, by the way. He doesn't get it because he doesn't have any kids.
Fair.
If Tim had kids, he would understand the Elsa joke.
Fair enough.
So,
Want to say goodnight to Hazel?
good night, Hazel. See you next week, folks.
Good night.